It is July already. Holy shnikes. We are more than halfway through 2023 already.
Burning through the year.
Insane. Uh, it's weird because, you think about what has happened this year for us. We just hit a milestone, which is for us 20 episodes of our traditional Press for Time show,
20 good
which is,
episodes, I think. I think they've been good.
well, that's fine. I think we had some filler that was pretty decent, but
Hey,
we have off shows in a sense of topics,
yeah.
and this is one of them. This is not per se episode 21,
I mean,
but
it
it's
is.
okay.
Yeah, it's
Eh,
episode 21.
no, it's not. It's the scroll version of the episodes.
Oh, okay. The
It's
imitation
fake. It's fake.
episodes.
It's
I
fake.
like it. I think we always find something good. We always find
Yeah.
something worthwhile in here. So I think it'd be all right.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think we're at a point now where we don't have to do introductions as
No.
much, but in case, I'm Benny Rose. How you doing? Tyler Nethers, my man.
Hello.
We'll refrain because I think we're getting very casual to this point, and I love it. So today we're just gonna deep dive into a show that we're both watching that we don't speak about much in the world of Marvel MCU, because there hasn't been too much worth talking about.
No.
Okay?
At
So
least
for lack
not
of
in a positive way.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
my mom always said, can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
Well, you would have much shorter shows with
Yeah,
me, I
no
would say.
shit, man.
So, all right. Well, I think for a positive twist here, we're going to talk Secret Invasion. Let's just deep dive into it. And we're right now at the halfway point of the show. We have 6 episodes total.
Oh, is it
We're
only a
at,
6 episode show?
yes, sir. We
Wow,
are we,
man.
we are at that halfway mark.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. I thought it was 8.
now
They have a
6
lot to wrap
and
up in 3 episodes.
exactly. So
Oh,
I would say forewarning, spoilers
spoilers.
ahead
Full spoilers for
for the
all
first three
three
episodes.
episodes. Plus, I mean, comic shit, but
Yeah. Obviously, for the most part, when we talk about this stuff, we usually go into our perspectives and thoughts and stuff. So,
yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
but this will
I
be
think we'll
this will be
revisit it.
full spoilers for the first 3 episodes of Secret Invasion on Disney Plus.
Coolio. So let's get cracking. As one of my favorite TikTok artists says, she's a awesome person that does graphic arts. That's like her catchphrase.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
mean to steal it, but I want to make sure that people know it's not mine.
No.
She's awesome. So
Let's
yeah,
get her on the
let's
show.
talk. I want to. So I'm gonna reach out again. We'll see. All
Dude, so
right.
before we
So
before we dive into
yeah,
Secret Invasion, let's do a little recap what we got going on, what we've been doing. Because we normally like to lead with that, and then we get into the meat and potatoes of the show.
true
So,
story.
dude, I've got a pretty good weekend coming up. I'm very excited. My
And
wife
what
has decided
what's that
she's going
entailed?
to so my wife's decided that she's going to do like a custom paint job in my daughter's room. So we went to the store this morning and got all the paints and all the shit. She's going to turn it into like a fucking fairy forest or something. Like, she's going to do the whole room. So my daughter's sleeping in the guest room, but that means that tonight, all day tomorrow, and all day Sunday, my wife is going to be holed up in my daughter's room painting. So I'm just going to be video games and fucking chilling the whole weekend, man. I'm going to push the kids out, go do something, take care of yourselves. I'm going to have the dogs and I'm going to catch up on my backlog of shit that I am behind on.
Nice. I
I am,
hope I hope Orgasmo is in that list.
it is at Orgasmo and Basketball. Both are going to happen this weekend. So I have a quintuple features, what you would call it, 5 movies. So here's how we're starting. We're starting with Basketball, and then I'm watching all 3 Beverly Hills Cops, and then I'm
Ooh,
ending with Orgasmo.
wow! What a
What a
roller
weekend.
coaster.
What a weekend.
I'm jealous.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
So
sounds like a lot
I've
of
seen
fun.
Beverly Hills Cop, obviously. I might not have seen the third one. I honestly don't remember.
Not
I
missing
know I've
much.
seen one. I know I've seen two. I don't think I ever watched the third one. But it was one of those things that Amazon was like, "Hey, man, we have all three on
The bundle.
Blu-ray in a pack for like $9. Do you want it?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want it. I haven't watched those movies in forever."
Love the first
So
one so
yes,
much.
the first one is one of my, I mean, top 10 comedies of all time. If I'm ranking them, I think. Um, second one was fine. It was passable.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's cool to see him. I mean, I will be a sucker and would love to see the fourth if it actually ends up coming out.
yeah,
But
me too. I think it will because the way they did Coming to America too. I think they might be ready to tackle that. So
yeah, I mean, I heard they're filming it. I don't know if it's done, if they halted, because
yeah, I thought they
everything's
halted because
halted
of
now.
COVID. Yeah.
Well, I was to say the writer's strike at this point, if they were
Well,
still
that
going,
too.
but
Yeah. But either way, I am looking forward to revisiting them, and I felt like that would be a nice basketball. All three of those Orgasmo to wrap things up.
that's cool because I mean, you'll get to me, Orgasmo's the after dinner mint. You get to
Exactly.
wash
Exactly. That's
the
why.
bad taste out of your mouth out of three.
Yeah, Jesus. Like I said, if I
Uh,
have seen it, I blocked it out.
I'll just think about it's a theme park. That's really all you need to remember. And it's weird. I mean, it has some moments, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Well, anything with Eddie Murphy's going to have some moments. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
true story. Cool. Well, I'm excited for you. That's really
Thank
I'm
you.
I'm jealous. I
Yes,
mean,
yes.
I have some cool stuff going on too, but mine's a little more active in the sense of I have to drive a bit, but the family and I are going to take a little trip down south in the car, not far, but to Cape May, New Jersey. So we rented an Airbnb for us and the in-laws
Oh,
from
nice.
Sunday to Tuesday, a couple days. Hearing it's going to rain. It's been raining almost every day here, so it's been a little rough, but it's also been blistering hot.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get a day for the beach, boardwalk. There's an aviation museum that I think Xander will love because he loves planes,
Very cool. Yeah, my son
stuff
does
like
too. We
that.
used to go to the Wright Pat Air Force Museum in Dayton all the time.
Nice. Yeah, he loves checking out, looking for planes and banners in the summer. That's like his
Yeah.
greatest pastime. So it'll be cool, man. I'm excited. So before that, I would like to try to start Final Fantasy, but I actually haven't gamed at all this week.
I actually have a PC
So
game for you that I think you can play
ooh,
with us, with me and my
ooh,
friends. Yeah, a
nice.
shooter, a first person shooter that I think your computer can probably run. So I just picked it up. It's called BattleBit Remastered. It
Okay.
is basically, I'm gonna send you a link real quick. It's basically what if Battlefield was like 64-bit. So everything is super low res, low poly, but it plays like Battlefield, right? Let's
Interesting.
see. Boop, boop, boop. And I think I'm looking at the store page right now. I don't even have you pulled up anymore, so I can't see you. But I'm looking to see what the recommended specs are. Yeah, dude. GeForce GTS 450 or better.
I mean, look, I can play some games. I just
That's what
don't
I'm saying.
play
That's what I'm saying.
graphically.
So this though, you'll be able to play this. This is what we're playing this weekend. Like this is my weekend plans. As me and my friends all pick this game up and we're gonna play
Okay,
it. So I'm saying you'll be able to play it and would
cool.
not be at a disadvantage. So I sent that to you in the meeting chat.
I could always try to play it on my Steam Deck too, but we know that's always
Yeah.
a gamble
Yeah.
nowadays if it's not supported.
Right.
I don't
And
have the time to sit
it's
there
an
and work
early
on
access.
compatibility.
Yeah, it's an early access game. So I doubt it is,
Okay.
but I mean, if it is, awesome. But either way, you should join us. Sorry. That aside,
No, that's cool. I'll definitely check it out. So we'll be able to follow up on that. And then we'll definitely do a follow-up show just to see your thoughts on two of my favorite comedies of all time with basketball and
yeah.
Orgasmo. Because as we mentioned on the show before, he's never seen them.
Nope.
And I'm a sucker where Tyler will learn there's a lot of movies in my collection that I love that he's probably never heard of. And that's the great divide with us, that we don't have to like all the same shit. and we'll see. I'd love to hear his opinion. I'm waiting for it. These fucking train wrecks or something like that. But
Oh
I
no,
think you'll dig
I like
them.
bad movies. You know what I watched last night? Have you ever seen Tusk?
I have. I saw it in the
The
theater.
Kevin Smith movie? Yeah. I watched that years ago when it came out, but we watched it again last night because we were like, we're in the mood for bad.
Well, it's funny. I'll segue slightly since we're talking movies before we go into Secret Wars at this point. Um, you and I talked about a specific horror movie that we want to watch because we know about it. Do you remember which one?
No.
There's two of them, and it has a clown.
Oh, Terrifier.
So Jessica and I watched the first one last night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What'd you think? Was it too much?
it's gruesome. It's gruesome in certain parts. I can tolerate that stuff, but I was like, oh damn, but like it's it's great. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. It's a unique twist on what you would expect from a killer clown, I guess.
Right.
He does some of the stuff that you would hope to see from like a clown that kind of focuses on the mime aspect of the character, completely
Right.
mute,
Right.
things like that. But he kind of throws you for a twist. Certain things I wasn't expecting to happen happened, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. It makes me want to go back because I have to go back to All Hallows Eve because, as I mentioned, a friend of the show was part of that early day production,
Yeah.
Richie Rampage. So, and then the original Art the Clown was a friend of ours as well, Mike Gianelli, before the new guy took over.
Yeah.
So it's cool to to see that and know that that came from like the Staten Island town that I have lived half of my life in.
Yeah.
But looking forward to part two, and I think that it'll be really cool if we could try to reach out to Damien to get him on the show
They have
and
a really cool
discuss
collector's
after.
edition.
Do they?
And it's just like a regular printing. I think it's only like $20. But it's the I think it's Shout Factory that puts it out. But it's really nice, really high quality. I almost bought it the other day because they had it at Walmart, and I was like, $20.
Blu-ray or 4K? Because I don't even know if those are
Uh,
on 4K.
I think it's just
Not
Blu-ray. It
I'd say
might be
not that they're
4K. I
needed.
don't know.
Because the one thing I liked was the cinematic approach. It felt very trauma and grindhouse-ish as far as the filtering on the cameras. Really,
Yeah,
really kind of sucked me in a bit more as I was watching it.
it
So
is 4K. Yep,
okay,
yep.
nice. So I'll
Here,
definitely have to
this
check
is
that out too.
the Target. Oh, that's not it. That's not the one I wanted.
There's
Where
probably a
you
couple
at?
of different
Where
ones.
you at? Collector's edition. Yeah, but no, it was a nice. It was a nice. There it is.
Well,
Walmart.
it's funny because speaking of Shout, I mentioned to you offline that I'm not one to buy a lot of the physical stuff anymore that doesn't include the digital because I like to have the both
This
if
includes the
possible.
digital as well.
Okay, because I know
Yep.
Shout a lot of times doesn't.
Yeah. Here you go.
So they
Boop.
do like
Jesus, that's a
this.
long ass hyperlink.
All good. I'll take a look.
Ooh.
But that's
Yeah.
cool. So I'll take a look at that. But for a reminder, I got all three of the original Child's Plays on 4K from somebody mutual on Twitter for below cost, and they came. He sent me the discs, brand new, sealed, the extra slip covers that only came directly through them, which is awesome, and the 5 posters that they had with that. So I was like, and it was under $100 for everything. So I was
Yeah, man.
so happy about that. So figured you appreciate that, Mister Physical.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Physical indeed. I'm out of space. I'm stacking TV shows on the floor in my bedroom now.
Oh, that's like me stacking toys behind me.
Yeah, man. Seriously.
Like
I have a
they won't even
cardboard
make sense.
box. So I've had to start using my bookshelves in my bedroom, but my book and manga collection is constantly growing at about the same rate that my movie collection is. So my movies are pushing into the bookshelves, and I have cardboard boxes of books
Oh boy,
and then TV shows sitting on the floor because I just don't have any more shelf space.
sounds like a nerd problem that we all have.
Yeah, no shit. I need to buy more stuff, but the problem is I buy my shelves from IKEA. When I lived in Ohio, there was an IKEA 10 feet away from my house. So I could just drive over and pick my shit up. Now I have to get it shipped. And shipping is, if I want to buy, say I need $300 worth of bookcases, it's $150 in shipping.
Interesting.
Like, get the fuck out of here, man. And I'm not driving to Houston. I'm not going to drive fucking 8 hours to go get bookshelves either. So apparently, IKEA does free shipping like once a year. They do like a free shipping event.
Okay.
So I'm trying to hold off for that, which is why I don't just buy more shelves right now. Like I've got the money to pay the shipping, but at the same time, I could just buy a whole extra bookshelf for that $150.
Got it.
So I really don't feel like paying for it, but that's neither here nor there.
That's cool though. But and the other problem is IKEA has drastically increased their pricing on everything, just like the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because these Detolfs, when I bought mine, I think it was $60. They're like $130 now.
Yeah.
Insane. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good with the one. I buy like cheap stands on Amazon now for like the toy stuff. It's not
Yeah.
worth, the craziness. So, but all right. As we know, we're pressed for time, so we don't get to talk that much during the week. So we end up doing a lot of catch up here. We love that we can do that with you guys. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of why we're here. Let's
Secret
talk Secret Invasion.
Invasion.
So we got 6 episodes again, 3 down the pipe already. Holy crap. Lots of thoughts, lots of feelings, good, bad, and different.
Yeah.
Lots of theories.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot of hope that certain things are going to happen and we can get to that point. But let's start with just how are we feeling about the show as a whole?
It is so far, in my opinion, easily the best one of these fucking Disney shows, which sucks because nobody's watching it.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching it because everybody's burnt out because they churned out all this nonsense before that nobody cared about or that was just plain bad. Everybody's been turned off these shitty fucking Disney shows. And then the one that comes out that's like, oh, wait a minute, this one is good. You should watch this one. People are like, yeah, no, I'm tired. I don't want to watch it.
Yeah. So I think there's a couple of reasons. My thoughts. I think then the first thing would be social media ruins everything for everybody nowadays. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. All it took was one person to see the intro, get a vibe of this intro was created with AI because it's got the AI vibe, the AI design, the AI look.
Well, I mean, it was done
for
by
people,
AI.
Right? But there's obviously more context, allegedly, to Marvel's point of nobody's jobs were replaced, things like that. But obviously, the mindset from the average consumer, from my perspective, is Marvel should never stem to something like that because they shouldn't need to.
No, I agree. They should have hired an artist, not. I don't care if there are jobs at the AI studio. Like
Right.
it's still you're still having AI make the art for you.
Right.
Like I don't care if it took 100 people to run that AI program. Like you should have hired an artist. You should have hired artists to
Right.
do the art. So that's where my problem with it lies. I don't care about. Well, we were able to give 100 people jobs. You gave 100 tech bros jobs. You gave 100 AI employees jobs. Like hire artists, hire art studios, work with the people that have been with you forever. Hire someone like Damien. Hire a fucking comic book artist. You know what I mean? Like dip into your Marvel pockets and put money in the hands of artists, not in the hands of an AI studio, because it's a test. It was a trial run to see, can we get away with using this studio again for movies? Can we get away with using this studio to create comics down the line? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for AI created comics, man. Yeah. Like,
so I think that the real challenge here is I try to be in the middle with my thoughts on how all this stuff plays out. So the biggest thing is AI is a big part of the future, whether we like it or not.
correct.
So just like anything else, like
and it has great
cryptocurrency,
applications.
it's all about how you use it. And I think that it's a great tool to accommodate somebody's creativity. I definitely have played around with it to get inspiration for like ideas for lyric concepts because I'm not a lyricist,
Right.
but I'm a musician and I want to kind of put 2 and 2 together and then work with somebody that I can give a better vision of what I hear. Like, here's the kind of the story we want to tell. I could give you some aspects from AI. I'm not going to use that as the core of what it becomes. Some people do that already. People are doing AI vocals. Like, I can appreciate certain things. Like it's really cool on TikTok. You'll see somebody take a song from a current artist and they'll use AI to make Michael Jackson sing it. Like I can dig that.
Right.
But if you're going to making money out of it, because then you're planting the seed for the music labels to say, oh, we could do an album on Michael Jackson and we could say it's unreleased,
Right.
archived, and it's all AI.
Exactly.
That's the danger waters of this can of worms. Just like crypto. Crypto was a can of worms, and all it took was a couple of smart people to kind of take advantage and ruin it for everybody else for the most part and get that initial bad taste. I
Yep.
know I'm segueing. I
No,
apologize.
you're
That's not the
fine.
intent. But so that's the thing I feel that turned a lot of people off with the show. The other aspect is again the fatigue is there, but at the same time, we have so many plot lines that have been laid out over the last phase and a half now
Yeah.
that there's way more questions than there has been in years before we've gotten any answers. Think about all these characters that have been introduced. They're all in limbo right now because we just keep adding more and more. Granted, this is a nice return to formula in the sense of people we relate to that we remember. Like we're getting phase one characters, phase two characters, but at the same time, people want their superheroes, right? You've gotten Rhodey in the show, but Rhodey's not War Machine.
He's not War
Rhodey's
Machine.
Rhodey,
He's Rhodey the politician.
right? So that's where I feel a lot of people are going to be stagnant. And I think the one thing that'll bring people in is if we get a major twist or two by the end. So we're at the halfway point. As we said, spoilers will eventually come. This is my overarching feel. I think it's a great show. It has a lot of potential. It's a slow burn. It's a lot to fit into 6 episodes, but I think that we're gonna get where we usually do, and I feel like a lot of people are gonna have hopes for certain aspects of what to come, and we're gonna get a fraction of that, if any of that at all, to be like a true plot twist. You know what I mean? Because you think about Secret Invasion for any of the comic book readers out there, you know what it entails.
Right.
I mean, just think about the fact
But
that
I don't think it's going to.
right.
I
There's
really
not
don't think it's going to. I think they're doing a whole different thing. And correct me if I'm wrong. This is my big complaint with the show. And if I'm wrong, you just be like, hey man, you're an idiot. I don't recall it being this topical.
political.
I don't remember it being Russia versus the United States.
Yeah, I mean it's current events
I
to some
know, but
degree. I
that should not.
I know. We know. We don't have to go there.
We
I know.
know, but like calm
Yeah.
down now. Like I'm
No.
tired. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of shoehorning Secret
Yeah.
Invasion into the current issues between
Well,
Russia and the United States.
I hate to break the news to you,
Oh,
to the
thank you.
world. This is something that's been happening all our lives.
I know.
I think the big problem is when you get to a certain age, when this stuff is relevant to where you're talking and living a life and you're thinking about that. Yes, Paul, friend of the show, Legend Pop, Media Masterminds co-host, talked about you want your superheroes, but you don't want to have all this other crap with it. Like you don't need
Right.
to have COVID in it, and you don't have to have
Dude, the
politics in it.
last
Like
thing we
it's
needed in a show about Skrulls was just Russians against Americans. Like
I know.
I we get enough of that.
I
I don't
mean,
need
yeah. If you think about it, obviously there's other world powers at play here. You know what I mean? We are at a halfway point, and I think that there are again, plot points that might lead to more worldwide incidents because we've been getting these
well, yeah,
terror
they were trying to
attacks.
attack the UN.
Right. So, is there going to be something on US soil to kind of draw the line? I think that's where we're going to get. You know what I mean? So, again, you have 6 episodes. You only have so much you can do. You could definitely talk about it. You could be like, all right, this
I really thought
country.
we had 8, man. I
Yeah,
was
no,
like, this is
definitely.
great.
Yeah.
It's a nice start. I did not think we were at the halfway point. God.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's just get right into talking of the context of the show. So, obviously, we have the return of Nick Fury, who we haven't seen in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
As the Nick Fury we remember. We have He's been in space for quite some time. For those that have seen Spider-Man's second movie, he was not really around. We thought he was until the end of the movie. So the Skrulls have been in place for a while. We knew about Talos from Captain Marvel, so we know he's been around too.
And let's talk about how
But
fantastic Talos is and how incredible Ben Mendelsohn is.
oh, he's amazing.
Just,
Amazing.
oh my God. And Samuel L. Jackson, obviously, like, does not miss. He, at no point is he not awesome. And now all I want is like a genuine Lethal Weapon style buddy cop
The two of them.
movie with the two of them. Just both of them being old. Both of them are too old for this shit.
I'm too old for these motherfucking Skrulls.
Yeah, dude. Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I agree. But it's funny because I was talking offline with Paul as well about this, and there's an interview that Ben had on a show about MCU and stuff. I don't know if you've seen it, and he talks about like his favorite character in the MCU, and he says
Dr.
Victor
Doom.
Von Doom,
Yeah, I watched
and
that.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. It's one in two ways. One,
Oh
what?
no, I get it,
Yeah,
dude.
but
I just like how
Paul
much of a
Riz-
fucking nerd he is.
not even that. But think about this. Paul's like, imagine we would have gotten him instead as Doom. Woo! That would have been incredible.
Yeah.
And now I'm so upset that that's the case.
Yeah.
Unless.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if we're on the same page. You go first.
He could still do it
Well, why could he get away with it? Think about that.
because that's not his body that he's imitating. He could be imitating Dr.
Victor
Doom.
Von Doom.
I know. That could be the shell that he's wearing. I spit
Holy
all over my fucking computer. That could be the shell that he's wearing.
Shit.
Yes.
I really doubt it. I really doubt
it's
it.
literally never
Oh.
going to happen. They're going to cast somebody young because they want young Doctor Doom again, even though they haven't learned anything from that
Right.
shitty Fantastic Four movie they put out. They want young Doctor Doom, and they want to be able to have him grow and franchise him out and have 100 different toys and everything else. It's going to be young. They're going to go for young, handsome Doctor Doom. Ben Mendelsohn is more handsome than anybody else they could have possibly found, by the way.
Oh my
But-
God. Like, I want this now.
I know.
Like, so bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Dude, and
Crazy.
so you've seen Rogue One, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just the menace, the absolute world-changing menace that he can bring.
It's true. So we love him regardless,
And
right?
could you imagine Fury having to deal with like
Yeah.
Talos? Oh no, you're not.
Yeah. That's crazy, But again, there's so much potential, and that's the thing that worries me about all these shows.
Yeah.
Because you think about the fact that we could come up with such great over the top. And everybody that knows me for the Marvel stuff that I talk about, the first thing I do is I bring out I'm reaching for everything.
Yeah.
I got this theory right now that Paul and Joe are busting my balls about. Well, more Joe. But if you remember in episode 2, after Rhodey calls Fury for the meeting before they sit down and have the food, right? Or the coffee or whatever, the tea.
Are you about to say you think
Yeah.
Rhodey's a scroll?
I wasn't saying it at first. I can
think he is.
see it, but
I think he
think
is, and I think he has been the whole time.
I think Fury's a scroll too.
No.
Yeah. So let me tell you why. And again, you'll start learning. Benny Rose likes to stretch his points. So that scene when Fury walks into that area where they're eating, I see foreshadowing as he's walking in. Some of the lighting on his face is like a hint at a green.
He would have turned back into a scroll when he started dusting. As scrolls die, they turn back into scrolls. He would have started. He would have greened out when he got blipped.
You talking about the blip?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying he's been. I'm saying after that.
Oh, you're saying this new
I
Fury
think-
is a scroll?
Yeah, I'm saying now because
Not
there's
that he
two
always
things.
has been.
There's a couple of things that lead me to believe that there might be two Furies playing the field right now. There's certain Fury that, if you notice, one, he's got no eye patch, right? That's already unusual. It's a little different. There's a Fury when he's with Rhodey, he's with certain people, he's wearing glasses. Okay. When he's with Talos and he's with other people that potentially are closer to him, he has no glasses on. So obviously
I would just chalk it up to he's getting ready to do action or he's
he was
relaxing
wearing the glasses
versus
in the building, dude. Like, you know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
I just think that these are
That
things
is
that
a reach.
it is. I'm reaching.
You're reaching.
I'm reaching. So what I really think is happening is there's a battle. We got a little X here. You can wave real quick, but we got to talk. All right.
Hi, buddy.
He's saying hi. All right, we're recording. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. So I think that we have a Fury that is trying to get to the bottom of everything. And then we have a Fury that's not necessarily a mole, but what I think might be happening is one of these Furies has maybe been in the position for so long with the memory caps that they're starting to think that they're Fury themselves. So it becomes like an identity crisis kind of thing.
But if they were doing the memory caps, the real Fury would have to be held captive. There wouldn't be two. He wouldn't be walking around.
Yes or no? We don't know that because we don't know how
we
long
do. We've
people
seen.
We don't know. We haven't seen everybody, so we don't know if everybody that has been captive is still captive, kind of thing.
We've
seen that room.
Well, no, but we saw all the council. We saw all those higher ups. We saw the prime minister. We saw the fucking Tucker Carlson wannabe. We saw the.
Well, they show you what you want, what they want you to see is what I'm getting at. They also show a character that everybody's like, that's Rhodey. Did you catch that too?
No, I just thought Rhodey because of the way the show's going. It seems like.
Well, there's a couple of reasons for him, so I get that. But when Gaia goes in there to actually get the passcode, if you remember that scene, when she's about to leave, there's a figure there that's not very focused in. And you could look at the shape of the face and the body a little bit. Everybody's like, that's Rhodey.
That'd be a fun way to retcon Terrence Howard.
Dude, Terrence Howard Tom
Cheadle.
There's been so much joking. And
he was real Rhodey in the very first movie. It's the only time he was real. And the Skrulls were like, we need that guy, but we can't copy him. So they changed him.
Because I brought that up to Paul and Joe, and they're like, how the hell is like Tony gonna not realize that he looks different? You know, that's
I know. It's so stupid. It's just hilarious.
Right.
It's just a fun way to bring Terrence Howard back. When they free him, when they free Rhodey, it's Terrence Howard steps out of the box.
And it's gonna be like the Flash. I know you haven't seen the Flash yet, but at the end of the movie, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, who's this?
Literally, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh, dude,
it's gonna be that situation.
Shit. I would absolutely shit. I mean, that would be a joke for 3 people.
Wow, 5, I think.
Right, yeah.
Because enough people have talked about it off the air. So, all right. So we got a lot of. This is like a real unique way of like saying it's like a whodunit, you know?
Yeah.
Like who's a Skrull? Everybody's fishy. That's what I love about
Everybody is, yeah.
So they have to keep you on your toes.
I didn't like that they, but that's the other problem with it being a short season. I didn't like that they immediately, like they gave the question about Fury's wife exactly 0 time to fester. It was suspicion
to know if she was
confirmed immediately. Like, oh man, I was hoping you were going to sit on that for a little bit longer.
Right. Well, the question was for a bit was, does he know? That's the real question.
Does he know what?
Does he know that she's a Skrull?
Yeah, he knows she's a Skrull.
Well, I'm saying that was the main question that a lot of people were saying, like when you first saw that.
Oh,
before they give the flashback and stuff, you know.
I didn't feel like there was a question there. To me personally, I was just like, yeah, he knows she's a Skrull. Like that. That explains so much. That explains, part of his love for the Skrulls and all that. Like, yeah, he's married to one. Obviously,
I'm going to give you another reach. This one I've kind of. Why not? Anyway, this one I feel like more and more I'm like, probably not. Gravik.
Yeah.
Timing doesn't really work, obviously, because of when he's introduced to him. But is he like Nick Fury's kid?
So that's what I thought at the first episode. In the first episode, I was like, it's going to be Nick Fury's kid. But then when they show him getting introduced, Gravik knew his parents. on the Skrull homeworld. He saw them get killed. He became a freedom fighter. He's like
Right.
40 years old or whatever. I mean, he's a child. That's what she says. He's a child to your eyes, but he's not.
Right.
Like, he's the same age. He's older than Nick Fury, probably. So, but my
So
initial thought was like,
Yeah.
oh, is he secretly Nick Fury's kid? Because that would explain the hate. But then they
Yeah.
showed Nick kind of became his like adopted father or whatever. And
Which I think they play that off, that it is like a father-son relationship to some degree, and there's
yeah,
that form of betrayal.
yeah. I'll tell you
He's
what,
awesome.
man.
He's awesome so far, though, I have to
He's
say.
awesome. And not a knock against the actor, a knock against
Right.
the character for me is it feels like the character, not the actor. Very important to differentiate these two things.
Yeah,
I
of
do not
course.
think the actor is copying anybody. I think the character is trying too hard to be like a weird copy of Denzel Washington in Training Day.
Got it.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I
it's
mean,
just
the character is original, so he's not like from the comics or
correct,
anything. But
which
they
is
are.
good.
I think they're leading him to be the prime Super Skrull at this point, based on the fact that we've already
Absolutely.
seen him with powers and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So, did you catch
And
that and that instance of where some of these powers are going to reside from? Did you catch that in one of the episodes
I
when
don't think so.
When Gaia was looking at one of the
Well, they're
computers?
trying to get them from the Avengers, I know. They're trying to
No,
lure the Avengers back and get their DNA.
right. But there is a certain scene where Gaia is infiltrating and looking at stuff
Right, right,
before
right.
Gravik catches her,
Right.
and she's on a computer, and there's certain characters that appear. Groot
Oh
is
yeah,
one
I
of them.
saw
Yeah, with the
Groot and
DNA.
the Hellhound or whatever from Jotunheim and some of the other monsters. Yes, I did see
Yeah,
those. But that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I feel like they're practicing with the DNA of the shit that they have, but the
Right,
prize is they want to get DNA from the superheroes.
right. So what I'm thinking is today's episode is
It's
all
the
about me
reach day.
stretching
We'll call this
the
the reach
reach.
around episode.
They only showed 4 elements, 4 powers. Super Scroll comes from a specific comic initially, Fantastic Four. We have not obviously been introduced to the Fantastic Four yet, but
I
the
think they're
Super
going to
Scroll
drop them at the end of this show.
Fantastic Four.
I think they're going to tease them. Yeah.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
Not like introduce the characters, but I think they're going to tease the show's going to end with Nick Fury saying something about like, I know a guy.
Got to get to that motherfucking Baxter building.
Yeah. Something. I mean, it's going to be something. Be like, they're going to need to reach something on a top shelf. And Fury's going to be like, I know a guy that could get that.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I don't know. I think if
This is a good time to tease it, though.
No, I'm with you. But the problem is there's so much they can do. You know what I mean? I think this is going to lead into Thunderbolts without a doubt. I think Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross is going to come in at some point, because once the scrolls are determined to be in place, we're going to need a new president.
Yeah.
And we already know that Thunderbolt is the president in the new Captain America movie.
I know.
So
and
I think that's the problem.
Harrison Ford,
Yes,
is
lead.
taking the role.
Yes. So I mean, look, there's so much that
possible. It's possible. And if Harrison Ford was going to say, yeah, sure, to any of the Disney Plus shows, it would be the one that Samuel L. Jackson was like, hey, bro, come do this one for a minute. It would be this one with like prestige. I mean, prestige is the wrong word.
This is also like a thriller in the simplistic,
it's very
form,
Jack Ryan, very Tom Clancy,
which I think would be up his alley too.
100%.
But again, the challenge here is, are we gonna, you think about the name Secret Invasion. It's supposed to be a big deal, right? High stakes.
And leading into Secret Wars.
Not necessarily, because
I think
obviously there are two different components, because we still have to deal with what's going to happen with Kang. I think the fallout of Kang Dynasty is what's going to give us Secret Wars.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jonathan Majors. I was like, yeah, they're probably going to recast him too.
Well, they have to figure that out as well. So that's a whole different problem.
Yeah.
But with this, we have to think about what's the aftermath going to be. Now, think about, do you recall the name of the new Captain America movie?
What, New World Order or whatever?
That's what it used to be. Now it is officially Brave New World.
Oh, that's right.
Think about that name for a second. Think
Yeah.
about where we're leading. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think that's going to be a big part of it. Um, I would love to see there be some other characters come into play, like Victor Von Doom, like becoming a powerhouse. He's been around, he's been established, but he's been incognito per se. You know what I mean? Having a shell company, what have you, things like that. The problem is when you go big bads and you go big characters like that, it's weird to just abruptly throw them out. You know what I mean?
Correct.
This
There needs to
show,
be some build up.
I think there's going to be a big twist, but I think a lot of people are thinking it's going to be something else. So let me ask you, the way episode 3 ended with a certain character being shot. What's your thoughts? Where do you think we're going after that at this point?
I don't think she's dead.
I don't either.
I think she got
Why
shot and she intentionally turned herself to make it look like she was killed. And I think she's gonna pop back up
why do you think that? Do you have any
because Amelia
vibes?
Clark's too famous.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
you don't
everybody's like, she's not going to sign up for three episodes. No
no.
fucking. And she
No,
has
she's
not
gonna
really been intricate in
no.
every episode. You know,
No. No. Now it's
she's
gonna
been a
be
pawn.
this gets her this is her way of getting to be with the main characters. I
Right.
think. I think.
Yeah.
I expected her to sit up because the camera lingered for so fucking long on the car driving away and it got blurrier and blurrier and blurrier. I expected Skrull face to just sit up into frame.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or Talos is gonna come find her and they're gonna like save her.
Right.
But yeah, I do not think she's dead because again, I don't see Amelia Clark being like, yeah, no, that's fine.
So I got a couple of theories. So my main theory was that Gaia is playing everybody. Gaia is out for power in her own way. She's helping whoever she can to get where she needs to get the information she needs. I think she has definitely ingested some of this super scroll energy. So she definitely has something, maybe not all of it, enough to, have her not get killed, essentially. So I think that she's going to be the big plot twist. Like she's going to be the big bad for the scrolls. The
You
scrolls
think
obviously
she's
they
she's
live
been playing
on.
him the whole time?
So I think that that could be happening. There's another theory that I was thinking is that the one that was shot could be the mother, and the mother was like infiltrating as the daughter. I think that's a reach. I totally believe that's a
Yeah, no,
reach
because
because
you
we
can
haven't seen
tell
anything about.
you can see the ages kind of on the scrolls, and she was young. You know what I mean? When they're
Yeah,
older,
but you
you
could,
can see that they're
but
older.
you could shapeshift to anybody.
Can
Think
scrolls
about
shape shift into other scrolls?
other human forms. I'm saying
Well, I know
because
I'm saying, but
we haven't seen
when
her scroll form.
we did when she died, you
Yeah,
saw her turn
but
back
we didn't.
into
But I'm saying we didn't see that before.
no.
Oh well, you know what? Forget that because I would think
Yeah, I don't
Gravik
think
knows what
so.
she looks like, right?
Right, that's what I'm saying. He
At
knew.
least Soren.
Right.
So, all right. So we'll
Yeah.
flush that one down the toilet. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that one's not happening. Mom is
Okay.
definitely dead.
Yeah. But I think she's gonna surprise everybody by the end, Gaia. What do you think about Maria
You
Hill
watch Solo too many times.
solo?
The Star Wars movie.
No, never seen it once. There you go.
Oh, really?
Not even once.
That's exactly what happens. She was secretly the mastermind working for Darth Maul the entire movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you
Spoiler
think that,
alert.
well, yeah, you think that she's like the innocent girl and the helper, and she betrays everybody to kind of like get away and do her own thing, and then you get to the end, and she's secretly a fucking Sith.
Yikes! Did not know that. Okay.
Yeah, so that's just really funny though, because the same actor. I mean, it's Amelia Clark both
Right.
times
Right.
playing
Okay.
basically the same character both times. So that would be a really funny arc.
And my reach would be much more higher, I would think, then.
Right.
Not even knowing that, which is funny.
Yeah, no, that's
All
funny.
right. Well, what about Amelia? What about Maria? We saw Maria get shot right in the beginning. Is she dead? Maria
Agent?
Hill. Yeah. Think she's gone? You don't
I think
she'll
she is.
come
I think
back?
Kobe Smulders is fucking tired of this shit. I think she was done, man. Because they bring her in for these movies and she gets like 8 lines, and then they're like, okay, go stand in the corner and look busy.
Right.
I feel like Kobe Smulders was just like, please, please let me fucking die. I'm
Yeah.
tired of doing this. And it gives
Okay.
Fury a good,
But he's
you
not
know,
even focusing on her at this
I
point.
know,
So I
which is
don't think,
frustrating.
which is why I don't
Frustrating
think,
for me because I was waiting for like the revenge arc. I was waiting for Fury to go fucking Fury.
well, this
But
is
instead
why I
he's
don't
just
think
kind of
it's
been like,
Fury.
meh.
He had his moment of, just like slamming his knees and his thighs on the
Yeah,
on the
but
on the bench, and that was it. I truly think that something's not right with Fury as well. And because the other thing that's not relevant to the show, but when you watch the trailers, I know trailers don't mean shit anymore, but when you watch the Marvels trailer, guess who's got his eye patch on again and who's in space?
yeah.
Clearly, we don't know when that takes place,
Well, yeah, so I
but
thought it took place before this.
I don't know because
Maybe we'll see
again,
why he takes the eye patch off in that movie.
yeah,
I
yeah.
am not looking forward to that fucking movie.
I don't
Ugh.
know, man. I'm not looking forward to much at this
Ugh.
point. With a side order of ugh.
Dude. That one's
All right.
bad though.
So how do we think this show is going to end? I think that we're going to have a big twist where
It's gonna
you're going
have
to
to be.
think like you're
That's
going
where
to
I'm
avail a
thinking
lot.
Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four. I think this
Okay.
is gonna set that up because they've already think about it. They set up Kang in Loki, and Kang is their big bad forever now. Like they're supposed to be their next Thanos. They set
Yeah,
him up
but
in Loki. I feel like that's
they
my
didn't they
prediction.
didn't
That's
they
my
didn't
my
set up
hard
Kang.
prediction
Okay.
is they set up Fantastic Four in some way at the end of Secret Invasion.
Okay. I'm hopeful. How's that? I'm hopeful because I'd like that, and I think people need that in their lives right now. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Um,
Because we're working with B listers and C listers now in the
yeah.
Avengers. You know what I mean? Like they're
Well, there
running
is
on
no,
fucking
there's really no
fumes.
Avengers. The names get brought up at this point,
Yeah.
and it's like, who are you calling in at this point?
Yeah. Nobody.
Thor's off world,
Thor is gone, raising his fucking
real
weird
life daughter,
goddaughter. Yeah.
which is his real daughter, which is weird.
Yeah. Yeah. And, Steve Rogers is out. Fucking Falcon is trying to figure his shit out. Doesn't know what he's doing. That his movie is him figuring it out. Bucky is not really a superhero. You know what I mean? Like he is,
Well,
but he
he'll
isn't.
be he'll be in the Thunderbolts at this point.
Right. Black Panther is in the
They
wind,
got they
kind
got
of.
they got their own shit going on. I think that's what
Exactly.
it's
Yeah,
coming down.
they're
Worried about
not
us.
worried about the rest of the world at this point. Wakanda is for Wakanda right now. Shit.
Ant Man's reading books,
Yeah,
writing books. I
Ant-Man's
mean,
over. Like that's dead.
yeah. I mean,
Hulk.
yeah.
Where is Hulk at this point?
Raising a teenager now.
Yeah, that's right.
Did he go off world? That's the question. Did he go back?
I
You
don't
know what I mean?
know. Yeah, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah.
She-Hulk is not a She-Hulk is in like the Daredevil, the local crime fighting area right now.
Yep.
Miss
It's
Marvel, Captain Marvel, sorry.
well,
Captain
Captain
Marvel
Marvel's in
is
space. Ms.
is
Marvel
in
will be with her
space.
soon enough.
Yeah, and she's also again not tackling large scale problems. I mean, they're setting up the Young Avengers, which is fine.
Right.
They've got Kate Bishop, they've got Miss Marvel. I think Captain Marvel is going to try to facilitate Young Avengers, but even still, there are none of the powerhouses there that you need.
And who's funding all this? That's the real
That's
question.
what I'm saying. Yeah, Tony's gone. That's
All his, all
probably
his all his tech's gone too.
that's probably
God.
where I feel Thunderbolts is going to end up going. Is it's going to become government funded, and then they're going to be forced to follow kind of like the Sokovia Accords, but they're going to be
Yeah.
forced into a box, and that's why we need someone like the Fantastic Four. Reed Richards has his own fucking money. Like,
Well, I think that's the other big thing is the Thunderbolts. It's going to be almost like Civil War when, like, I don't know if you've read those comics, the
yeah,
earlier ones, but
yeah,
Goblin takes over, becomes the Iron Patriot. Like they become anti-heroes in a sense. I think the
right,
Thunderbolts are going to be that answer because once Thunderbolt comes in, he's going to say, A brave new world, the new world order. Things need to change. You had fucking scrolls in this motherfucking house.
Right.
It's time to change shit. You know, I'm gonna fix this. This is the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
So
I could
I
see
think that
that
there's
being
a
the way
lot
that
to
it
look forward
goes.
to, but I'm
Yeah,
not
but I
getting
think we're 10
hopeful.
years out.
Yeah.
We
I
have to
think by the time
reset.
those movies come out, I'm not gonna care anymore.
Yeah, dude, you're gonna be fucking 50.
Fuck you. Stop it.
X is gonna be fucking grown, moving out the house. You're gonna be a 50-year-old man taking your walker to the fucking local theater to see whatever the new big. Finally, see Fantastic Four.
Oh my god. Lord help us all.
Yeah, man.
I think we ended on that. Me being a 50-year-old man watching fucking Phase 6.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
And
Yep.
this
I'm good
movie's
with
too
that.
loud. This
Yeah,
movie's
dude.
too loud.
Yeah.
This movie's too woke.
Too woke. Yeah, Jesus.
Because
Anybody
apparently
who says that
when you get that,
unironically.
well, I say that in the
No, I
sense
know
of
you say it
I'm gonna,
ironically. That's what I'm saying. But the
yeah.
people that sit in the theater and say
Let's
it
be clear.
unironically.
Let's be clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And I'm not
Fucking
poking fun at
idiots.
anyone, please. I'm
Poking
poking
fun
fun at
Ben
myself.
Shapiro.
No, at myself.
Well, I know, but
Being,
I am always making fun of Ben Shapiro at
well,
any given moment of the day.
let's not segue. Let's reach back in. Let's go back to reality. We don't give him the time of the day. We're good. We're good.
Fucking idiot. But yes.
All right. So I think once the show's over, we'll recap. Let's see if any of my reaches, if any of your predictions come through.
Yep. My only
And,
one, my only real one. I have a hard prediction of Fantastic Four. I get a lot of Fantastic Four vibes.
He's got a hard one.
Yes.
He's got a desert bone ready for it.
Yes.
It's all right. As the guys know, I'll be stomping my fucking feet to the ground if we get anything that I mentioned. Anything. For 1% of it. If fucking Fury's a Skrull, fuck you.
Benny's gonna release an entire video just saying fuck you to everybody.
If Maria's alive, fuck you. If Gaia's the bad, fuck you.
That's the least stretching
Doom,
one.
Paul, thank you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the least stretch would be Maria being bad. Or not Maria, Gaia being bad. That'd be cheap. Yeah. It would be frustrating.
Like you said.
I would be tired of it, but that's the least.
But it gives her a bigger role, like you said, that she needs to be the leader. She shouldn't be a patsy. She's too big to be a patsy.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not. You don't cast Emilia Clarke to die in episode 3
to drop off shit. Literally be a dropper.
Yeah, being fucking delivery girl.
That's it.
And then die.
Yep. All right. Well, this concludes our broadcast day. We appreciate your time as always.
Let us know in the comments if you have predictions about Secret Invasion, or if you think that Benny and I are idiots, or if you're like, you know what, that makes some fucking sense. Tell us. Yeah. We want to hear from you.
Sounds good. As always, we appreciate your time. Take care and have fun. Say bye, little X. Bye, everyone.